So I'm sitting here in Oregon with my wonderful soul sister, Megan Donahue. We met in Maine years ago, and now we find ourselves here in Oregon on my home away from home area. And Megan designed and created the Rise necklaces that she has on her neck. And I just want her to talk a little bit about them and what they mean to her and what she can offer you.
So, what was it, about 8 years ago, 9 years ago? We were living in the same house, and Sophie came in and she'd asked me about needing wings. Needing wings because she needed to get some motion in her life. She needed to travel. It was exactly what she was looking for. And so I sat there, and it took me about 4.5 hours. I actually carved the original bird out of copper, a chunk of copper, which was quite a bit of time, worth it. And then it was just, I started playing with the angles of it and the thickness of it, because it's got a lot of heft to it. And that was pretty fun, and came up with just a fun design that has a lot of meaning for a lot of different people. You know, circles are everything and nothing at the same time. It's a very symbolic, symbol of its own accord. And then birds, a lot of movement, a lot of progression, a lot of ability to shift, move, change. They take flight. It's incredible. So it is a bird in flight. I often feel like it's a good metaphor in some ways for Sophie. It's got that travel, it's got that energy, but I also feel like each person who wears them, there's their own story to it. For some people it's centering. It's about becoming who they needed to be. So the transition internally, about reflection and contemplation and action, but also integrity. Really holding your own and really finding yourself. With that comes motion. With that there's the ability to travel, the ability to rise. So common theme. And then as things have progressed, Sophie's done quite a bit of traveling now, and still continues to, which is great. So that motion is definitely available with these, the thoughts of them. We've also, she's come up with the idea, and we've been progressing on adding gemstones to them. So sometimes we'll put them in the piece. She wears a pretty special one, and then there's abilities to sort of set them in the back of the pieces. And people, I try to work with people on the aspects of what they might need energetically. So there's a lot of different stones that can work for that reason. And there's open to endless possibilities. These are very mutable pieces for people. They can always come back to me. We can always discuss other options of how to set them or do something fun with them or alter them. So they're constructed in sterling silver, that's all recycled metal, and different length chains, and sometimes paracord, which comes in every color. And then there's just lots of opportunities for them to be very unique to each person, but the symbolism of them is pretty fun. And I think that they will just always continue to progressively change. The progression of them is pretty cool to watch.
As the individual progresses and changes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, people can make them about anything for themselves, but I think it holds true that it's a centering, it's a growing, it's a movement piece. So
Thank you.
Safe travels.